everybody, it's Brooke with the Junk Parlor. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to see what I picked up thrifting, and we're going to do a little bit of thrift shopping as well. All of the items that I am showing you today are for sale. I am including prices, and this is not the price that I purchased them at, but the price that they are for sale to you. You will need to add shipping onto that, and you can comment directly below, or you can message me over on Facebook or Instagram.
I put all the places that I shop each week down in the description if you want to check that out. Collectamania is a place I go to pretty much every week, and when I first walked in, somebody had this collection laid out on the table. This was awesome and would be cool to put inside your home. So it's an arrow that hangs off the wall, or a finger pointing hanging off the wall. It was very, very cool. Since we used to live by a lake, I bought and sold a lot of fishing things, and so I love this minnow bucket. I like the star on top, the white and red, the graphics, pretty cool. I always spend extra time in this booth. They normally have some good things. And this little baby picture, super cute, but I don't know, the eyes on the baby were a little bit scary, I thought, but it was only $1. Ooh, wood and gold antique frames. These were so beautiful. And I think this one was my favorite one. It's hard to tell on the camera, but it is very deep and inset, and I just really like it. Maybe it's just me, but the sheep feel out of place, just different.
I am down here in the basement pricing things when I would rather be outside, because Iowa weather right now is gorgeous for February. But I do want to show you some things that I picked up thrifting. First off, we have a wooden paper tray, paper holder. It does have dovetails. There is no like label. Sometimes they will say like globe or whatever on them. This one does not. But I like this. I don't know about you, but we have a drop zone in the kitchen where I call it my charging station, so that if I'm telling the kids something, where something is, it's at the charging station. But at our charging station, it would be nice to have a place to just put some loose papers. So I was kind of thinking of this for that space. I've tried a lot of things out there, and so far, I just really haven't been in love with anything. One, I want it to look good, and two, it's got to be functional. So I move things around a little bit, and I do like having this little cubby or container for the keys. And then since I got new glasses, I'm only supposed to clean them with these kind of rags. So I need it to have a home base. But I think setting it in here would be just fine, and I can lift it up to throw papers in there. So I don't know, we'll see. I have mentioned before that I really like religious things. Now, I've also mentioned I do not go to church. I definitely believe in God, but over the years, it has just proven to be, which is terrible, but it is proven to be easier to not go, because we always would have kids sporting events on the Sunday, especially wrestling, sometimes softball. And then it was just a struggle. No one wanted to go. And so do I want to fight with 4 other people in the house? No, I do not. So I kind of just gave up. I am not Catholic. However, I do have a lot of Catholic pieces in the house. And it also makes me feel like the prior owners, because when we toured this house, she had crosses and Virgin Marys and pictures of Jesus everywhere. And so I don't know, I feel like it kind of fits in this house. So these are for sale, but I also picked them up just thinking that they would look good on my bookcase with my Bible collection. So here are a couple. Now, what do you notice about Virgin Mary? Oh, she has no hands. So I did actually, because if you've followed me for very long, then you will know that I look pieces over and over again and do not see that they have damage. I don't know what it is with me, but that happens a lot. So I did actually notice these girls did not have hands before I purchased them, and I purchased them anyway. This one is not marked. It's about 8 inches tall for $10. And this one is marked on the bottom as it made in the USA. So this one is also pretty much 8 inches for $10. These little babies are 5 inches tall and they are $10 each. I do like them because they are very neutral in decor. They do not have any maker's mark on them, or at least not that I have seen. I lied. This one does have a maker's mark down there. Made in Hong Kong. And it has like a copyright 195 or 196. And it looks like it says Star. So Star is the company. Oh, this one has a marking too. I guess I need to just look at things without my glasses on. She is made in Italy. This one that also says made in Italy at the bottom, she is about 6.5 inches tall. She has her hands because she's praying. No one had the opportunity to break them off. $10 on that. Now, these were all at the thrift store on the same shelf all together. There were even more pieces than this. These were just the ones that spoke to me that I took. So obviously, I'm guessing someone has passed away and all of their things got donated. So they must have accumulated multiples over the year. Now, everything else has been plastic. This is actually chalkware. I do not remember seeing any identification. It's infant Jesus. He's about 8 inches tall for $20, but it is chalkware. Little like wall plaque, but it does have a little pocket here. I think these were called like something for water, maybe baptismal, but it does have a little spot where you can hang it on the wall. It is plastic and it is $18. One more thing, same spot. The thing that cracks me up about this one is that they literally probably pulled it off of the wall. And this is like an upholstery tack. And donated it. And then the donate people, whoever priced it, left it on there. All you have to do is just push it out. And now it's gone. It's going to get thrown away because it's dangerous. But you can see they reinforced their little hanger. This is $25. It does have a maker's tag, or says the Vernon Company, Newton, Iowa, made in the USA. But it is a mirror of Jesus with applique of praying hands and then a scripture. But very beautiful. You know I love mirrors. Found another egg dipper. $15. I am not a glass person. I do not know. Hopefully I'm not a weirdo and you can relate to this. Like sometimes when you go thrifting, you want to buy everything in sight. Sometimes you go thrifting and you see some good things, but you don't want to buy it. Sometimes you are thinking, I would never buy glass or never buy drinking glasses or whatever. And then the next time you go out, you find yourself buying those things. So I am not a cut glass person. I literally just took a bunch of stuff and donated it. But for whatever reason, I really, really liked this piece. It's got some good weight to it. And I just thought for spring, you could do some Spanish moss or a real nest and do some faux eggs. You could put a figurine in here. I have some like moss covered bunnies and do a little, display with that. Or I was also thinking you could put a cloche on this. So I have quite a few tall, skinny cloches. And I thought, oh, well, they maybe would marry well with this. So for whatever reason, this piece called Brooke's name.
And none of the cloches fit. They're all exactly the same diameter as the top of this.
Now, the biggest piece that I got is this big wash basin. It is galvanized. It has a navy or a blue stripe there, and the handles on it are amazing. So see how they move and pivot? I mean, they're nice because they're wood, but this part is just unique because I've had a lot of galvanized tubs over the years. Both sides work, and well, this one's a little bit tighter. Both sides work, and the wood is there. It's not gone. Now, I'm not sure exactly what this is because I thought at first there was probably a hole right here so you could attach something to it like a handle or something, but it is solid on the bottom. So it's just a little bump out there. And then you have another little bump out here. So I'm not sure, maybe they were like a bumper. However, this went, set on a piece. Maybe there was a bumper like that. But I do have that it is 23 inches diameter on the top section, 11 inches tall, and it is $85. I do also think that it's had some repairs done to it just because it looks like, what would it be, soldered on the inside rim. So maybe it was leaking at one point and then they made repairs to it, but there's no like obvious holes or anything. This is one of those pieces that I should not buy. And the reason I say that is because if you are watching this and you are also a reseller, like my customers like certain things. Mid-century modern, retro is not it. So I don't care how cool a piece I get. Very rarely do those types of items sell for me, even though they are super hot and super popular for so many other people. So this is an example of just knowing your brand and staying in your lane. And if you are a new follower of mine and you like this stuff, please let me know, because I do find it quite a bit and I just keep walking. This one, the guy actually washed it because he was going to hang it up in his own house. And I wouldn't do that, but maybe it smelled or something. And I would go around and trim all of Little Owl's random pieces now, because I feel like he frayed, well, that's supposed to be frayed, but some of these spots, the tail, are just frayed. So they've come untwisted. Now, I tried to twist them back, but they are not going to stay. And you can see now that they've frayed a little bit that they are different lengths. And personally, again, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to try and sell it as is first, and then the new owner can do it. If I were to keep it, or if I have it long enough that it gets listed on my website, then I will probably go around and trim these up. But I think it just did that because he washed it. I don't know though. But it is a nice big owl. Has a good look. And you know I love neutrals, or if you don't, hey, I love neutrals. So I like the colorings on this owl. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I would love to see you back here next week. See you then.